Hello. Hi there, Leos, and welcome to your love forecast for May 2017. I do hope you're all well and all amazing, you lovely Leos. So, if you're watching me for the first time, my name is Bella, and most people know me as Bella the Secret Psychic. And how I work is I work with my spirit guides. So, it's pretty much them giving you this kind of very general overview of what to expect, how to navigate through, May when it comes to your love life. And if you do like what I have to say, do subscribe, do share. And if you'd like to know more about me and my services, the links are all just down below as well. So, guys, May. What is happening with you in May? Now, I've been noticing that every time I've been doing a star sign, there is at least 1 week when that star sign is spending some personal time thinking about their situation, their circumstances, and what direction they want to go that is for their highest good, intuitively or otherwise. Yours is in the first week of May, okay? Which ironically is just as we transition out of the Mercury retrograde on the 3rd. You're doing it in that week, basically. And it feels to me you definitely are doing it from a very spiritual place, a very intuitive place, and one that is from a place that sees you benefiting emotionally from a situation when it comes to your love life. So you're definitely making some judgments, but you're doing it from a very spiritual aspect. Like, what does that person mean to me? How will this benefit me? How can I do more or do less? You're spending that, but you're doing it from your own intuition. And for some of you, you'll be doing that with the counsel or help of other people. Hence why you might have found yourself here today to kind of help you to go through that thought process. But very much what I'm getting here, which again I've noticed with every sign, is that you also seem to be sort of micro kind of looking at different elements of a connection that you either have right now or that you did have, that you either need to resolve one or the other. Like, I get you really studying it or studying what someone said to you, maybe over the top a bit too much. And albeit sometimes that can be helpful if it is, because my guides are using the words micro managing also, or micro looking at it like too intently, that actually you'll start to see things almost in a convincing way to convince yourself that something isn't going to work out, basically, or that something isn't going to happen or be. So basically the overall feeling I'm getting here, if you're in a connection or maybe nearly got back with somebody, or maybe even still waiting on somebody, maybe, or looking to start a new relationship, whatever this is. But for those first 3 that I just talked about, you seem to be looking at what's not going right to almost convince yourself that it's not going to work out. So do you remember last month I said about not dropping the baby? It's a little bit in that first week if you're still having that potential not dropping the baby situation because of micromanaging. So I would say here, that is part of your ego. That's not your intuition. Hence why you need to let your intuition, this kind of spiritual aspect, the higher self of you, that does do things for your highest good, because some of your answers to yourself may be that that's not going to work for you. But do it in a way that's not micromanaging and looking for the faults, if you see what I mean. Because if you go looking for the faults, then of course you're going to find faults, aren't you? I would say here, if you have to look at the faults, look at the positive or look at the solutions. Change your mind cognitively, because when you do that, you'll see the good and the bad, and you can make a better and informed decision about whether you're just seeing the negative because of some form of trigger, if that makes sense, in that existing connection or in a formal one. So that's your week, guys. And every star sign, like I said, has had a week where they've been pondering and thinking to help them to move along. And that's your week. I feel here that that week signifies a massive change for you, but also somebody that you are connected to, or want to be connected to, or are looking to be connected to. Change is coming really, really positively. And my guys keep saying magic can happen as well. So perhaps if your conclusion in that first week was, no, it is negative, like you didn't listen to what I just said, and you just come out with, 2 and 2 makes 5, the second week seems to prove you wrong, basically, that actually things are a lot more positive and that magic can happen to your surprise or your disbelief. But even for those of you who had faith, you just start to see it manifest, basically. And there's, again, this great feeling that you understand the power of your own contribution to a connection, and how by you thinking positively or standing in your own truth brings about what it is you desire. I get here somebody wanting you to nurture them. So I'm getting the whole reference again about not dropping the baby this time. I get you wanting to hold and nurture and love and squeeze and squish that baby. But I'm also getting that somebody also wants to do that to you, that they want to nurture, hold, and take care of you, just like what you'd expect a parent to do, but obviously not in that weird way, but in a way where actually somebody wants to come in, sweep you up, take care of you, nurture you, feed you, fulfill your needs, basically. Change is coming. Change perhaps that for some of you didn't think that could happen in your connection, that has started to doubt that it could be, given past experiences. So there's a lot of reference here to how you've been affected by either past love or a certain person in a connection, how that is before you. A lot of reference to change in May, but for the better, and endings of old ways. Now, for some of you, it could be, like I said, that you've decided you're walking away from a situation, but I get heavily that it is the pair of you in a situation that is existing or ongoing or just come forward that is going to change, that the old ways will not be anymore, that you're moving forward in a new way, and that change is for the better, but in a way that this is a lovely feeling, I have to say. Like that change, like I said, this magic that happens, I just get like two bodies entwined and entangled and all melded into each other, because it's just so lovely. It just definitely appeals to the giddiness in me. But that's kind of what they're saying here. It goes from that place that you were at where you're kind of overanalyzing to just like releasing and giving in and divine entangling. And I have to say, in that third week, the way they're making me feel, it's going to be a hot week, guys. If you know what I mean. This feels like lots of bonding. If you get what I mean, it's like if you were waiting for passion to come back in a relationship, third week would be where suddenly that shift has happened, and you're like, wow, I thought the passion maybe had gone. No, it's back. It's back, baby. If you get what I mean, it's a good place, but just entwined. It's not just about sex. It's about that intimacy, that bondingness, that feeling like you're together, like you're one soul, that person. It's that beautiful, gushy loveliness that does exist and does happen, all circumventing in that third week. It's great. A bit jealous. So, and then again in the fourth week, more generosity, more time. Both elements of people just kind of, I'm going to give you what you need. And they're like, yay, that's great. I'm going to give you what you need. And you're like, yeah, I love you. I'm going to give you some more. And they give you more. It's like that whole gratitude thing. The more you're grateful for, the more gratitude you get. It's the same thing though. You're like, I'm going to give you love. And they're going to give me love. And it goes back and forth. And it's just like, great. No looking on the negative anymore. It's about enjoying that. It's about just being wonderful, nurturing. And again, I get this whole image of you holding this baby now. Like last month, it was almost like you're going to drop the baby, because whereas this month it's like this. That's a feeling I'm getting, like I'm not dropping you. I'm taking care of this. And it's the same way somebody's doing that for you. They've got you here going, you're just too precious to me, just like a baby. You're precious. Unconditionally would do anything for you. I'm going to nurture you. And I'm going to protect you. So that is like probably the most beautiful symbol that I can show. That is the power of your connection that you have with somebody. It's powerful. It's nurturing. It's beautiful, just like that. So I think here, if anybody was losing faith, particularly in that first week, that is going to change by the time you get to the end of May, basically. All right? Magic will happen. So much nurturing, so much togetherness. There's so much love. Do you get me? So There you go, Leos. That's the message that my spirit guides wanted to give you for May in relation to your love life for 2017. And I hope that's helped. So if you like this, like, subscribe, share, or join my Facebook community where I pull a daily affirmation card to give you guidance in your day, every day, Monday to Friday. So take care, everybody, and have an amazing May.